Super Robo Tyson Alpha 3! It's boy Zap, King of the Giant Robots. Welcome back to Super Robot Wars Alpha 3. Previously, I had to replay that stage 3 times. The first time we saw on camera, realized I took too long to get the skill point. Went back, played it again. Realized I didn't do the secret condition to get the BF-19 Excaliburs. Played it again. Failed it. Because I didn't know how the enemy would operate. It prioritized... The space monsters and the Proto-Devlin prioritized one another, despite that I had Max in his Valkyrie in the middle of them, which is like, no, I want to shoot the other faction. On the 4th. Finally had it down. Got it. We did it. But there are no additional jets for me to jump into. I have the VF-1J, I have the Destroyed Monster. There's no Excalibur. It's because the wiki had it in the wrong place. And the book is quite unclear. So let's go shoot a robot and find out. I'm also hoping that, as of this episode, things will be louder. I've been struggling with either my hearing or feeling like the video volume is loud enough, so I'm trying to experiment with what makes it loud without like blowing out your eardrums. Alright. Max had honestly never expected to sit in this captain's chair again. And just as he and Millie are about to have some semblance of a loving reunion, Exodor calls in to report that the person we saw on the 4th planet really was Gunter. Max regains his composure and says that it is now all too clear what the Proto-Devlin fear most. Bossera singing. Max wants Chiba to look into why Minmay is being used as a spiritual farm. Exodor says that Chiba already has a new sound weapon in mind. The researchers will get right on it. Max laments how the bridge crew seem to be determined to make fun of him. I lost track. He tells Millie that the failure of Operation Stargazer, the only choice will be a full-scale assault, and hopefully with the solo ship, if not the full Alpha numbers in force. He deliberately hasn't asked Exodor for the odds of success, and figures that even at full strength, our squad successes are worse than 10 to 1. But it's still 10 times better than the chances of beating the previously undefeated Boldazar fleet, which we managed to pull off quite handily. Melia asks if she's counting on another Minmay-like miracle this time. Well, he grimaces and tells her that he's not quite that over the hill yet. His grimace turns into a smirk and reminds her saying that miracles are where you make them. Even with Gepalnich using the term apocalypsis, mankind has likely finished if our squad doesn't cause at least a couple of miracles along the way. As we do. Gamblin gets a finally well-deserved crate from his duties as squad leader. Fucking take a nap. He has to admit that it has quite the nice ring to it. But as he regards his newly reconstructed machine, he figures he's got to strive that much harder to be a man worthy of mighty genius. As the boys walk off and he considers, there's a flash, and a familiar voice announces that it's taking Gamblin's body with spiritual paradise. Ah, fuck. We briefly heard that they could possess people. That is the sound of hypnosis being engaged. Along with delicious beverages. I think that last line he said there was Speedy Job Paradise. The other girls asked to see the birthday present that Gamlin given Mylene. They're sure that the stoic Gamlin must have been overthinking things with Mylene, but are glad that he didn't give her like a double bouquet of roses, or a CD of a favorite musician, or some novelty-sized stuffed animal. Bullet looks steadily more ill throughout their banter. That's what I would have done. The heart! Bullet looks steadily ill throughout the banter, but Kusana tells him that it's not so much what is given, but whom it is given by. And yes, she loved all those items when Bullet gave them to her. Ooh. Oh, called out on your romance. A great relieved Bullet has to step lively to avoid certain flower girl who nearly crashes into him. This girl, who hasn't said a word. I forget what her gimmick is. Mylene doesn't directly own up to receiving a ring, but the older girls tell her that she mustn't be bashful, and to charge in while she's still young and ask them veterans in love if there's anything she can't figure out. Remy, not you. Beauty, Rika, maybe. Banjo's not a bad catch. Gamlin, very much emoting I'm possessed, walks in. The hearty greetings from the other pilots fall on deaf ears and regards each of them in turn and finds them wanting in beauty. Though things improve when the ladies start to address him. And his internal possessed monologue, Noriko is beautifully athletic, Jung is beautifully endowed. Jesus. Remy is beautifully experienced. Kind of. And Beauty is beautifully active. Fair. She's pretty out there. Rika has a beautiful mind, as she is kind of the brains next to Banjo. And Kusaha has a natural, easy beauty about her. Everyone's beginning to wonder why Gamlin is just sitting there in his own fucking thoughts. And it takes the beautifully sweet Mai to point out to Villetta that something seems kind of fucked up. Gamlin senses Villetta's beautiful menace, even as the beautifully robust Mylene comes onto the scene. I hope that this is what is being said and it's not just the author's. At least it's creative writing on the author's part. Mylene's on the scene. Goop seemingly senses something is wrong with all of his beautiful innocence. But then the klaxons pop off, alarming for a level 2 battle station. As everyone scampers off to deal with the threat, Gamlin agrees to go along and observe how we fight, and grab the Anima Spiritua when the chance arises. Hey. VF-19 Exul Kariba. That's where they pop in. Stage 47. Ochu no Ishi, the will of the universe. Now that does say die, it is written as die, however, when I put that into Google,
大宇宙の意志
Blue Danube is on full display. It is. We find out what the Dancouga have been up to since we all, split up. Bundle heard a little bird tell him to warp out to this part of space. Now all of them are rather, how do I put this? Fucked. They're surrounded by the STMC. Cutnell figures that Bundles was always a bit odd, finally lost it entirely out in space. Cornuggle demands to know what kind of bird it was. Bundle feels that the others can't grasp his inspiration, and says that there was he says that there was positively a voice he heard telling him to come here. That's the curious part. Who? In any case, they've got legions of bad guys to deal with, and the others aren't willing to break their team for now. No matter how much they'd rather be back on their home planet. In which case, Bundle tells them they need to be quiet for a bit while he shows the bad guys how Leonardo Medici Bandura fights. On Bundle's ship. For what little it matters, Commander level 4, support attack level 2, cooperative attack, prevail level 7, will on hit, energy save. We've been over this. Yeah, plus 20% against males, minus 20% against females. But Carknuckle and Cutnell are also here. They all rallied together. Have to deal with this. For a skill point, delete all STMC in 5 turns. Now, I tested this to see when, if somehow I could reposition everyone into the Excaliburs, and I can. But I also learned that I could very well stand here and destroy them. We'll watch you animate.
美しき調べに乗って華麗なる死を
Cutnell points out belatedly that this is fucking space. No one can hear you play classical music. And Bundle can't believe this shit. What does it matter? What does matter is that the battle feels good to him. Also known as, listen to my song. No, I want to hit. I don't want to launch. No, 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 no. Take your debuff.
Hmm. 私の相手となるにはまだまだ力不足のようだな。美しく散るがいい。Off that guts. Put the music on. Level up. I saw some prevails. Sorry. Ah, the crew! Hey, guess what? Swap them in. And that kind of empties the squad. Because I took the leader out. Come on, where's Docker? There you are. And then reform the squad.
Mm. Ashin! I want to put you up front. After enough enemies go down, the crew arrives. They figure that for a moment, Cottonelle and Colonel must be dead since Bundle Ship only remains. But they get on the radio to let us know that they are very much still alive. We owe these guys for saving us as we tried to leave Earth. Walker tells everyone to help repay that debt. Still rather odd to have met them out here. Somewhat akin to jumping into the Pacific Ocean and bumping your head on Captive Coast treasure. What are the fucking odds? Yeah. Bundle makes a point of telling Remy that he's glad to see her specifically, and as Remy insists that there's nothing between the two of them, he figures that her stubbornness is one of the beautiful things about her. He orders others to crank up the music, please don't, and while it's not particularly Basara style, he likes the guts it has. It's not for me, but yeah. He looks forward to jamming along to it, and Bundle is overjoyed there's finally someone among the alpha numbers who actually understands his aesthetic. Galen, meanwhile, is overcome and stammers that this music can be called nothing if not beautiful, causing Guava to get even more agitated. Or something like that. Bunk, bunk, bunk. Souls. Ba, ba, ba. Ooh, one left. Them boys need a re-supple. Alright. The boys do have combination Gatai at 115. Therefore, what we do is turn up. That off. Do we have a resupply spell? Yes, the only spell we don't have is Disturbance in the house to drop plates. Who has it? Hey! Reload. lock-in, guard, guts. I think I'll be alright. One, two, three, four. Morale up. There we go. Even though gambling is kind of funky right now, he will still act normal in battle. Paladin-san, get your shit together!
Doka! Mijika! タイミングを合わせろ OK だ行こうぜ自分も続きますダイヤモンドフォースアタック
That is different than the nightmares. Cool. Thank you for not recycling the animation with a different robot. Swarm. I need to put stuff on y'all. I could have hot-blooded that. And 3. Oh, you're coming this way? Wait, what? Oh, man. I've chosen poorly. It's fine. Now, I will allow y'all to get out. This is gonna get some extra money. Hopefully that's enough.
Stop!
Trying to get that extra dollar. Yeah. What? I just had a post move. Had you fucked up for a second. Dude! What are you doing? And skill point easily get. Too easy. Well, those are done. Don't know what's happening. I guess Galen realizes that the appearance of the gods of destruction in our people's path, which I guess those are the STMC, what? Means that we are somehow connected to that power. Which means it's time to act. Galen manages to grab Mylene and triumphantly announces to our squad that this is what a beautiful theft looks like. The secret body snatching secret is no more. And Gamlin orders his servants to go and grab the Anima Spiritua. Max, through his teeth, orders us to deal with the enemies in front of us first and then worry about Mylene later. And Basra can't believe this shit. They are now third party. Don't have... Why are you going for them? Whatever. Delete them.
バスター合金はその程度じゃびくともしないわ。これ以上はやらせない。もう逃がさないから。バスタービーム。
Bonk. Barriers. Is there more to the stage than what meets the eye? No. Dang it. Oh, you have your own SP up now. Put the song on. Sorry. Summon the desert into space.
もはや太陽はない。私の前に現れお前の運命は決まっている。おい、我が身の不幸。出会った不幸を追え。
Mop wall? Dang it!
一体どうなってんのよ。この後マクロスセブンはどうなっちゃうの？
知らねえな。
何よその無責任な口の利き方は。
あ？ ゲームを中断したのはお前だろうが。そんなに気になるならとっとと最終話までクリアするんだな。
二人ともそのぐらいにしておけ。あんまり楽屋裏を見せるもんじゃない。
やだ、もしかして全部見られてた？インスポか銀河セブンにスクープされちゃう。
関係ねえぜ。俺たちはサウンドで勝負だ。
じゃあそういうわけで次回第3次スーパーロボット対戦アルファ
過激にファイヤー。
Okay, we did a skit. I used to do those for 30. Oh. Left that on. I was trying. Do this. We're going to field trip.
敵部隊をマクロスキャノンにて殲滅する。
了解。カウントダウン開始します。エネルギー注入完了。
マクロスキャノン発射。
Oh yeah, I guess I could turn to open to the left and fire. We'll see how this plays out. Oh. Wow, Max, what the actual fuck? Max, bruh. Ah.
マクロスキャノン。
There we go. That's fine, that's fine. Acceptable. Give me a dang money. Captain level 4. Crunch. Curious. Oh, no, there's not. Wild? Basta beam! Take this dang nuke. Who's, alright, Hikaru. Fucker. Bring up the rear. Pop. Wait, no. As the battle wears on, Bossra challenges Gavil, obviously, to let Mylene go and come at him directly. Gavil Gamlin says that he owes us a lot, but Isamu tells Bossra to sing and return Gamlin to sanity instead. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Gamlin's body is acting as a filter and keeping the energy of the song out. And even as Bossra sings louder, Max orders Sally to ready a reaction missile and says he has no choice but to blow Gamlin, Mylene, and the Proto-Devlin away. What? Bossra demands to know if there isn't some other way or some other better weapon instead. Mylene remembers how many times Gamlin had saved her before, so now it's her time to save him. Mylene takes the stage and musters just enough beautiful ferocity in her singing to force Gavil out. Whoop, be gone. The Dancouga are confused as fuck, but everyone else seems happy about it. Gavil was rather afraid that this would happen and realized that Mylene's beautiful robustness is as dangerous as the Anima Spiritua is. Numerous STMC fold in, enough to make even Killy at a loss for words. Shingo has to tell his teammates to not give up, and a mysterious voice agrees. Kenta appears, warp in. And Kenta says, warp out. Gavil will recognize the blue light around the boy as part of the limitless power. But how could that be? When that power is using the gods of destruction to bring about the end of the beginning of the galaxy? It would appear that means the samples really are the chosen ones. And Gavil must hasten back to report to Gepenich. No matter what force we use, the same animation. Gate in. Once again, we've been saved, thanks to mysterious glowing children. Both Galen and Minil have been recovered with no particular ill effects, and Kenta tells Max that he's not quite certain why he brought the Alpha numbers here with the Beamer's help, but he believes we were chosen. Chosen to be the sword that confronts the apocalypsis. He isn't sure, but he thinks that a large number of STMC is part of that apocalypsis. But what's clear now is that if left alone, the STMC will continue to spread, and the Proto-Devlin's spiritual farm is damn near complete. We have no choice but to stop these foes. And we also ask Kenta to take the Dancouga back home to Earth and report this to Security Council. Oh, okay, that tracks. As they prepare to leave. Oh, put him on screen. At least put him on screen. There we go. Bundle tells Remy to believe that this will only be a temporary party. Remy notes that he who believes shall be saved sadly doesn't apply to her, an unbeliever. Instead, he offers her a rose. Bam! Warp out. As they vanish, Remy gives them a quiet "see you again" in plain English. It's English. Max considers what to do next. When? Huh. The solo ship? And the Triple G? Looks like Kenta's targeting was incredibly accurate. Max decides to squad up with the rest, who appear to be intact, and plan the next move. Bunch of new swag. Oh, Pink Haro. Alright. Well then. Oh. Oh no, that says full. That doesn't say event. That's the event. That's an event. It appears a time for chaos is at hand. Venomous robots, unleash thy dope sounds. Good night, Space Nerds.